So this past Sunday, we talked about in 1 Kings chapter 17, Elijah walks up to a widow woman who had literally next to nothing to give the Lord, but yet he had the audacity to ask something from her nothing. And we can feel that way, that God is asking something from our nothing. And we're like, God, how dare you ask me to give of what I don't have? But God is asking us to recategorize our nothing. There is something about nothing that God likes to use. So this is the message behind the message, y'all. So what did the widow have? What does the Bible says? It says that she had just a little bit of oil. Not a lot. She had just a little bit of oil. And she had just a little bit of flour. She was going to take these things. She was going to make some bread. And then she was going to feed her son, and they were going to die. I have a little bit of oil. I have a little bit of flour. And that's about it. And out of the nothing, the prophet says, feed me first. What? Bro, you didn't understand what I'm saying. Like, I got nothing. This nothing is going to fill us for the short term, and then we're going to die. What's amazing is everything she needed here was going to supply the substance for what was going to become the loaf, that was going to become the bread. Who is Jesus? He's the bread of life. The nothing that you're looking at in your life right now is everything you need to get to the substance that you desperately are looking for, the miracle. Where is the miracle going to come from in your life? It's going to come from the little bit of nothing. Here's what's so amazing to me. The widow wasn't afraid to risk it all. The widow wasn't afraid to risk it all. Why? Because she had nothing to lose. I already don't have anything. It's just a little. So what do I have to lose by trusting God? The reality, fam, is God can take your nothing and make a whole lot of something if you would just pour it out. Why are you holding on to your nothing and you're acting like it's the only thing you have left? Why are we holding on to substances and acting like that is the thing that'll get me to where I want to go? Because in my possessions, the nothing will always be nothing. But nothing becomes everything when I release it out of my possession and I put it in the hands of Jesus. Why did we say when Mary asked her son Jesus, we have no more wine, I need your help, fix it? Why did he ask for water? Because God is saying, if you would trust me with your nothing, you're not going to understand. You're not going to comprehend what I'm about to do. But I need you to release it out of your possession and trust me with it. Why did Jesus ask for water? Because it doesn't make sense. His ways are not your ways. His ways are above your ways. It's not going to comprehend. What he's asking you to do is go all in. Go all in and risk it all with Jesus. Because it's not going to make sense. Let me summarize it in this. Stop looking at the thing. He's trying to get you to recategorize. He's trying to get your attention to say, man, you have made the thing such an obstacle in your life. You've made it an idol and you've made it a god. Stop looking at the thing. You're looking at something that it's only designed to be there for a moment. It will not be the catalyst of your fall because it was only designed for a moment. This too shall pass. You're looking at a thing as it's supposed to be there, or it will be here for eternity to haunt you. It will die. I love what Paul says here in Romans chapter 8. He says, what then shall we say to these things? If God is for you, who can be against you? What can be against you? This thing will die. God can use small things to become great things if I stop looking at the thing as my God and start looking at the creator of all things as the God that he says that he is. Listen to what Paul goes on to say here in Romans chapter 8, verse 37. He says, yet in all these things we are more than conquerors in him who what? Who loved us. I want you to know this today, the message behind the message. Nothing can separate you from the love of God today. Nothing. You are looking at something that's just a small thing, and we've built it up to be an impossible thing. But God is saying nothing can separate you from his provision, from his guidance, from his goodness, and from the miracles that he wants to do in your life. You are far. At times you feel like that I'm far from the creator of the universe. But you are loved by the creator of all things today. I want to encourage you in this. God always finishes what he starts. If David can look after just saying, God, I'm going to do it. God, there's a giant in my land and he's treading on your people. If you can just let the boldness of the faith of David, the boldness of the faith of this widow and say, man, I got nothing to lose. He will use the little bitty, small thing of a stone to watch the giant fall. All God needs from you today is this bold, audacious faith that, God, I trust you in all things. Hey, I'm praying for you guys today that this is going to be a week of bold faith, that I'm going to take my small things, whatever I have in my possession, whatever it is, God, I'm going to give it to you because you are the bread of life. How do I get to this? By trusting God with this. All you have is all you need.